Hello friends, welcome back to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Thank you for joining me this Saturday morning. We are doing our Saturday sew along on the Woodland Quilt. This is the block that I am going to be making today. It is our hourglass block. Now this Woodland Quilt is out of the Simply Half Yards by It's So Emma. And today the hourglass blocks is all I'm attempting. Now what I have done, I have pressed all of my triangles, and what I've done is I've got these with all the prints on the right side here, and then the ones with all the prints on the left side here. The reason I have done that is because when I take two to the right and I flip them to nest and sew, they are opposites. And friends, yes, the light is still going crazy. I'm actually recording on Friday night. I have not taken the time to pull out my new lights, and I need to do that this weekend. This on my radar to do this weekend. But what's on my radar right now is getting these hourglass blocks done, because I think we only have one more block that we have to do before we can start assembling the woodland blocks. So we're just trying to make a little progress here. I do not plan on being in my sewing room long tonight. It has been a long day. I ended up rescheduling my chiropractic appointment because I just don't think with this head cold that I can lay on that table, because I still have a lot of pressure on my face. And so I just called them and asked if I could do that, and they're fine with that. They were like, yeah, we can get you scheduled back. So hopefully by Tuesday of next week, I will be fine, and I will be able to continue with my chiropractic care on my back. Now, I've had questions from people, especially family, if I think the chiropractic care is doing any good. It is. But do I think I'm going to be pain-free? Never. I do not think I will be 100% pain-free, because I am missing 3 discs in my lower back. I had a fall back in 2006. Well, let me back up. I had an incident back in 1999, or no, 2000. It was 2000. I had bent over a shopping cart to get my daughter out of it, and my back, I had a disc rupture. Well, they said it was protruding, but after that, it was like completely disintegrated. Within 6 months, it was gone. So I had that happen. And then in 2006, we had just put this house in, and I had a little Chihuahua. And I know I've told this story once before, but I had a little Chihuahua. And it was raining, and she didn't like to go out in the rain and get her feet wet. So she would go if I would walk her down the steps. So I was walking her down the steps, and I had some of them cheap dollar flip-flops, you know, just the little rubber ones that you walk around your house and go outside in around your house, and they're slick bottom. Well, my steps were wet, and my left leg come right out from under me, and I hit every step on the way down with my back. And so then I had 2 more discs that were protruding discs. And same thing, within 6 months, they were completely disintegrated. So now I'm just left with missing 3 discs between my vertebrae. So I am bone on bone in the bottom 3 vertebrae. I can't remember what they called it. The T, it's the very bottom ones. I've got stuff going on in my lumbar also, but I think it's the T. This is the very bottom one. Whichever ones are the very bottom ones is the ones it is. I mean, we really don't discuss it a lot. We just know that it's happened. There's nothing there, and you know, why complain about it? It ain't gonna change nothing. And I've had my chiropractor at one point say, I just don't know how you're still walking. Well, it was a different chiropractor, not the one I'm seeing now. And I told him, I said, well, I don't have a choice. I've got 3 children. That's when my children were still at home. I said, I got 3 children at home that need me. And now they don't need me. But what I'm trying to do now is just maintain. It's kind of what I'm trying to do right now, is just maintain what little bit of mobility I do have. My husband was showing my daughter. We went and had dinner with my daughter, her fiance, and my grandbaby tonight, because my husband and I went and picked up my grandbaby, carried him to get a haircut. Him and my husband both, my grandbaby and my husband both got a haircut today. So after we did haircuts, and we met my daughter when she got off work and her fiance, and we just went and ate, and I was telling my daughter was looking at some vans. My husband was showing her a van. And I told him, I said, oh, so that's going to be my stealth camping van, huh? Because I'm serious about doing that. Not really stealth camping, but I just want to hit the road and go do something. I'm just going to have to get the covers for my vehicle and just go and do it. I guess I can't do that, though, when I have so much stuff I need to do here. But I would probably record while I was tripping, you know. That'd be fun to do. We used to go camping all the time, and my husband's like, you couldn't camp if you wanted to right now because of your back. Because normally if we go somewhere and I have to stay in a hotel, my back is really, really bad. And I don't sleep real well. Well, right now I'm having to sleep in the recliner again because I can't breathe laying down. And I'm sitting here thinking, my truck's seats will recline almost all the way back. Way more than my recliner does. So I'm like, I could do that in my truck. I could do me some meal preps, get me a little ice chest with some dry ice, and carry me a little electric grill or something, and I can grill meats. and vegetables on the grill. So I'm really considering doing that because I would love, but I was thinking about getting me and I think I have one of these, just a canopy tent, not necessarily a tent, but a canopy, and I could take a sewing machine, not this one, no. I actually have a Janome that I can take, that I actually purchased off of Marketplace. Practically brand new. The lady told me that she'd never used it, and she had bought it and thought she was going to start making something. It was something in particular, but she just did not. I'm like, hey, you know, that happens. I have hundreds of crafts that I have purchased everything to do that craft. I have one now that I just purchased not too long ago, and I tried it out and I'm like, nah, don't like this. This is not something I want to make. So I like to find things that I like to do, but I don't mind trying out things. I do try out a lot of things. And I don't know why, because, and I know y'all see my flowering here and everything is down behind me. Yeah. That's because I rolled over the bottom of my quilt with my chair and it ripped it down. And it ripped the quilt. It did not rip the quilt. I have the quilt hanging up with some skirt hangers. And it just pulled it off of those skirt hangers. Well, friends, my mind was just sidetracked. My husband opened the door and let my cat in. I felt like we needed to have a conversation, I guess. And now my cat is in here, and he is clawing on my legs, trying to get my attention. He keeps going back and forth under my legs. What are you wanting, baby? He is wanting attention and that he's not getting. What is it, sweetie? You want up here? You want up? Don't put your claws in me. This is what happens when I have a cat in my sewing room. But I'm trying to not be distracted. I see you, darling. Don't nip at my elbow. But I'm trying to not be distracted, and he's trying to distract me. He normally succeeds in that. But I am trying to not let him tonight. Well, friends, it looks like I may be able to get all of these done tonight. I don't know. I'm fine with a short video if you are. I know I am perfectly fine with a short video. I am having to sit down, and I have made a decision that June is going to be a catch-up month. That is going to be the month that I'm not doing a new Saturday sew-along, that I will be catching all my Saturday sew-alongs up, getting them completed before I start another one, because now I have Woodland Morning Flower Patch and I have my Jolly Bar quilt. All three of those that I'm doing. We did receive the next clue in the Reflections Mystery quilt with the Siberian Wind. So I have got to get that printed down. And friends, I think I missed getting the, what is it called? Liberty box from Fat Quarter Shop. I think I missed getting that box. I mean, I went to look for it because I was like, it sure is getting close to time for that box. And I had seen the Bella Rose Freedom box. And I was like, well, you know what? I would love to get that box. And when I went, it said notify me on it. It didn't say sold out. It didn't say any of that. I'm not sure if I missed it or if it hadn't become available. I'm pretty sure it's become available. And I feel like I just missed it. And if I missed it, that's okay, because I have another 4th of July box coming. And I have been seeing the America 250. I've been seeing people doing quilts for that. I guess I just really haven't been, since I was trying to smash my stash and not buy anything, I haven't been watching a lot of the company, quilt company, quilt shop videos, so I don't know everything they have going on. Because when I watch those, y'all, I am tempted to buy me some more fabrics. And I definitely don't need more fabrics. I got plenty of fabrics. So I really haven't paid attention to the America 250. I know that's like the 250th anniversary or something like that. Because I know 1776 is when the Declaration of Independence was signed. So that would be 250 years from the Declaration. Friends, all I am doing with this is just making sure I can line it up. I smooth out the fabric, make sure the edges are even, and I only put that one pin in the center, and then I make sure because they're definitely not matching up on the two pieces that are coming together. And honestly, friends, right now, I think I could call it a day because I am tired. I'm very tired. I'm having to get used to not eating as many carbs. I'm actually getting no carbs. No carbs by way of starchy foods, sugary foods. But I'm trying to do as sugar-free, carb-free as possible. No rice, no pasta, no potatoes. This cat has done lost his mind. He done nipping me. He knows that ain't gonna happen. And I think I am going to do that. I'm going to call it a day, friends. I will continue sewing, and this is going to be very, very, very short, probably 15 minutes, because it's just time for me to call it a day. And of course, my kitty cat, he's decided now's the time for him to join us. You want up here? Is that what you want? Come on. I'll turn a little bit so you guys can see him here. It's okay. Come on. He's like, Mama spatted me for nipping, so I got to get up here and get loves. Uh-oh. What's caught? Okay. So, friends, thank you for joining me today. I know it's short and sweet. I will continue sewing this at a later date and time. But right now, I'm shutting it down. I'm going to go get me some rest. So before you head out, give me a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do feel free to leave a comment and tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye, friends.